Matthew, thanks for waiting. Evidently, you've had some sort of, I don't know, epiphany or something since the last time we spoke. So welcome back to the show. How can we help?
Yeah, it's funny that you initially mentioned Exodus because that's exactly what we had discussed for a little bit last time we talked. And we were, I don't know if you remember, but we were talking a little bit about Christian worldview and things like that. And I remember the last thing you told me on the call was you wanted to, I didn't have an answer. You said, well, when you get an answer, call back. And so a couple weeks later, I think I got an answer for you, Matt.
Okay, but I don't recall the question.
Yeah, can you refresh the recollection of the audience?
Tell you what, you just tell the story with your answer however the hell you want to, and we'll just wait.
Last time on Atheist Experience.
So I was a Christian. I was indoctrinated, and we discussed a lot of topics, but the last topic we discussed was about Christian worldview and why I thought it was correct. And then you kind of made some holes. I think you said something like, why, I can't remember. I just watched it. I just recapped it like 2 hours ago too. But anyways, the basis was you made some holes, and you should come back when you find out, And so since then, I've been doing a lot of research. I've been talking with my other Christian friends. I've been talking to some atheists. I've watched more atheist channels like Cosmic Skeptic, Rationality Rules. And my answer now is, you're right. I mean, there just aren't any excuses. There's no alternative facts. The facts are the facts. And I told my mom about this. She's the closest person to me, and she's heavily Christian. And we kind of had a dispute about that. But well, you told me to call back when I had an answer, and so I thought I'd give a call. I just want to say thank you. You really opened my eyes with that call. And even though you're a little harsh, at the end of it, the results, the proof showed itself. And I just really appreciate you guys and really changed the way I view things. I feel a lot better now, to be honest.
I apologize. I'm slightly overwhelmed because this doesn't happen. Normally, when I hear from somebody after the fact that, something I've said has changed their mind or convinced them, it's usually in private. It's not that people are going to call in and say, oh yeah. And we've already heard today another caller who called in with an idea and through the process of the discussion realized, oh, here was my mistake and I've changed my mind. And that's great. But kudos to you, Matthew, because there's no upside to you calling in to tell me, especially if you thought I was harsh, that I changed your mind. And so good for you for not only changing your mind and for being open to talk about it. And now I just hope that you continue to share that stuff. And as you come up with, other people who have similar bad ideas, that maybe you do it better. Maybe you do it where nobody walks away feeling that somebody was harsh. So thank you, just fuck ton for being incredibly gracious and letting me know. So I'm thrilled you called back in and you waited all this time. So
yeah, thank you, Matthew. And now you've got the rest of your life to build for yourself. What are you going to do with this epiphany? How are you going to affect the world? How are your relationships going to change? What is your place in the world and how are you going to make it meaningful? And what do you want your legacy to be? And you get to handcraft that. So there's a lot of roads you can go from here. There are some toxic atheists out there that want to burn the world down once they've maybe come to this realization that some of the things that they believed were false. Then everything's false. These red pill types. You don't have to be one of those people. You can critically examine the world around you from a perspective of skepticism and science and compassion and humanism. And you can be a sounding board for those who are in the same place that you were before the last call. You can be a safety net for those who are feeling like they're in free fall. You can be a sarcastic person on the internet. You can troll people. You can do all these different things. It's all in your hands. So think about where you want to go with this.
Yeah, and drop us a line and catch up from time to time, Matthew. And if you need anything else, if we can be of more help at some point, we'll try. But I got a handful of other theistic callers that I know you would like us to try to maybe talk some sense into as well. So is there anything else we can help you with today?
No, I might call back another time, but I'll just sit back and enjoy the show. And just wanted to give you a quick call to let you know that that's my answer.
No, I appreciate it more than you know. I'd give you my number so we could just sit down and chat if it weren't for the fact that we're on live TV right now, because while this has happened, it hasn't happened anywhere near often enough considering how many years we've been doing this. But I appreciate it greatly, Matthew. Thanks so much. You're a truly upstanding person, and I look forward to hearing from you again.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Absolutely.